4th of July, 2019, and let's see, little Mr. Bandit and I have just made it to the top of the tallest hill on the Yellow Trail. We're on our way to Geisha's Hill. What I love about this hill is it's so steep, and it goes back down to that little duckweed pond at the bottom. And it's so dark in there that no other aquatic plants seem to grow there. It's almost completely shaded in the summertime. So it's very, very interesting. Bandit checking out the cool black oak tree here, right? That is one cool tree. Has withstood the test of time up here on the ridge. And then my favorite tree is an old black oak that has a great big cavity in it. And I used to be foolish enough to try to get in here. I think there used to be a photograph of me in this tree. No, I can't fit in this tree anymore. That's as far as it goes. That's funny. Alright. Alright. Want to see what's in the tree, buddy? What's that? What is it? So, come on over here, right here. Up, up, up. Up, up, up. Keep moving. Come over here. Go ahead. Come on, over here. Sit down. Sit. Yes. I'm making a picture. Who's my good boy? Hey, sit. Thank you. You're such a poser. You are such a poser, mister. You keep going? So I decided that I'm gonna, after I pass, that I'm gonna haunt this trail for eternity. Me and my little persimmon staff. But I claim, we're on our way to Geisha's Hill, which I claim for Geisha, but I claim this hill for me. I'm gonna call it Angry Pacifist Hill. Keep going? All right. I'm in so much pain. But I have to prove to myself that I could live in California, right? So it's going to be 90 today, but it's also been very humid, so that's my main problem. When we have sunny days like we had over Pride weekend, where there's no humidity, it's amazing how much better I feel, how much more time I can spend in the sun. So, going down the hill, I swear to God, this stick is everything. I take it to the city, I take it to gay bars, I walk around on the sidewalks in New York City with it, but this is where it really comes into its own, because it helps me going up and down, and it also propels me, right? So I can kind of push it in, and it definitely is giving me, I think, some extra walking ability. So I'm very grateful for that. But I'm just not sure, you know. Just not sure. Who's little man, huh? Zooming ahead. I've always loved this remains of this large house here. Just so much interesting stuff going on here. Would make a great little archaeological site, but this very large grove of Aurelia elata is it's problematic. And then there's just so many, it's enormous ailanthus tree, just stunning. And then a lot of Norway maples. So at least it provides shade. I think that if we disrupted the canopy here, we're just asking for, disaster with the Norway maple seedlings, and the Aurelia will resprout. So I'm thinking that where you have a Norway maple and you also have existing native vegetation. Well, this is a basswood, and people ask about whether basswoods are native to Staten Island, and I always think about this place. So here we have Norway maple in the understory. Those could be taken out because they're not, and then there's this beautiful native understory of spice bush, right, buddy? So this would be a delicate operation, but I think it would be successful in the long run because the yellow tide of Norway maple is not receding, so, or Aurelia elata. So maybe this could be a sort of a intensively managed acre in an existing intact forest where you could do that kind of research. Not take a chainsaw to anything, but move it in the right direction, remove everything, that you can without disturbing the canopy. Because right now we're back up into this beautiful, still fairly young sweet gum forest on this slope. When I was young, the stems were about 10 times as thick, and as they died, you could just run around knocking them over. So it's one of those beautiful examples of a single individual seed, probably, or very few seeds, taking over an entire slope of a fairly large hillside. And the interspecific competition is really interesting to me. Like, what are the biochemical signals that tell one of the sprouts, it's time to die off, and then probably transfer a lot of its nutrients and information to the surviving stems, right, Bandit? That's the hypothesis. That's what I'm going with. That's the beautiful thing about science. It gives you the chance to just go like, how did things get like this? But over 40 years of walking the same trail. Where's my doggy? Where is he? Look at that. That's my forest right there. Beautiful forest. Where's my doggy? Oh, he's right there, look. Is that the best trail Shiba Inu ever? Is that the best doggy ever? Yeah. And keep going? All right, we're on our way to Geisha Hill. Mr. Fluffy. Oh, so much pain. The backpack straps kind of mirror the brace, and it hits right in the top of my spine, which is kind of the weakest point. So actually this is the best combo I've come up with, is the walking stick and the backpack on. The brace ends up wrecking my mid to lower back, so I don't think I can use that anymore. All right, we're going up the hill. We're doing it. We're gonna do it, Bandit. We're gonna go up the big hill. There are some massive old sweet gums that are clearly twice the age of the younger trees. So those I call progenitor trees. You going up the hill? Up, up, up? Mr. Fluff? Up, up, up? We're going up the hill. He's doing it. Little bandit. A little bit of sunshine. We're gonna head down to the lake after we get to the top. Keep going. Up, 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 up. Hey, look at him. He's such a good boy. Hey, stay on the trail. Up, 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 up. Make it to the top. Make it to the top. We did it. We made it to the top, bandit. Geisha's Hill. This is it. Look at you, mister. Sit. Go ahead and sit. Thank you. He's such a good boy. Hey, stay. Stay. Go ahead and sit. Thank you. Who's my good boy? Who's my good boy? Look at him. So handsome. Yeah, such a handsome boy. I learned a lot about Shiba Inus from Geisha and training Nico especially, I think. And I put all that training to good use. Who's the best trail Shiba Inu ever, Bandit? Who is it? Who is it? Yeah, kisses. Give more kisses, right? He's a good boy. He is a good boy. All right, we made it to the top. Soon I won't be able to do this anymore, and that's really the saddest part for me, is the final time that I'm going to get to say goodbye to Geisha and Nico. And Burley and Max love this trail too. We spent so much time up here. And then after Nico died, Bandit, this is where Geisha and I would come. This is the top of the hill for Geisha. I wanted to bury you somewhere that you would like. But you're dead. So that's the problem. It's just my memory of you. You're dead. It's so grim. So grim. This doesn't end well for any of us, Bandit. Here you go. Oh, look at you. What? What? Look at that. He's a good boy. Daddy cries his eyes out here a lot, right? Let's take a little break.